The accused.
I don't trust you.
His lawyer.
I want you to stay with me tonight.
Is Julia falling into the arms of a murderer? Santa Barbara, this week.
You know something I don't understand? 1 minute, you were yelling at me. And the next minute, well, what are you doing?
Women are supposed to be unpredictable.
Yeah, I know. I read that somewhere.
In a book?
In a book. Where else?
Well, then how come I don't see a single book in this apartment? You know, Pearl, for your low-life exterior, you happen to be one of the most well-read people I know. I don't even see as much as a pamphlet here.
I don't know. Maybe I got a thing for the public library.
Or maybe you hide your life.
No, you don't. You don't go in there.
I want to answer the phone.
No. You want to find out more info on Michael Baldwin Bradford.
The third? Who's he?
Somebody very boring. You don't want to know about it.
Yes, I do. I want to know about all of your life, Pearl, not just part of it. Can't you understand that? You missed your phone call.
Yeah, it's probably the wrong number.
You're not going to let me into your life, are you?
Oh, Courtney. I gotta be selfish about something in my life, don't I? Don't take it personally. Please. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
What?
I'm gonna take a shower, clean up, change. I'll come over to your place about an hour, pick you up, and we'll go out on the town, okay? We'll make up for lunch. How's that?
Okay.
Nah. Think of where you want to go, then think again and make it someplace a lot cheaper.
Okay.
I love it when you giggle. You know, you're very cute. Look at in a few minutes, okay? I promise.
Okay.
Pick you up. Get your place.
All right. Bye. I can't do this. This is wrong. This is just going to make everything difficult, and it's going to change everything.
It doesn't have to change anything.
I'm afraid.
It's all right, Julia. If you want to go, no.
Answer the phone.
No.
Answer the phone.
Hello?
David, I have to see you.
I'm sorry, I'll have to get back to you.
I mean it, David. Now. You just get over here.
Come, Gina. Tell them about the other time. When I was coming out of the coma, and my vital signs were improving, and you started to panic. Well, you thought you tried again, this time maybe with poison. So you had a nice syringe filled with something lethal.
Is that true? You said you'd forget about it if I signed those papers. You said if I gave up Brandon, you wouldn't say anything. So that's why you gave him up without a fight.
You need any more convincing? She tried to kill me twice.
I didn't know.
What's the explanation this time, Gina, huh? What's the excuse this time? You're such an awful human being. I think putting you in jail wouldn't be enough punishment for you.
Please. Cece, please. Santana, how would you feel if you had to give Brandon up all over again? Don't you think I've suffered enough? I've paid the highest price I could possibly pay already.
Maybe not, Gina. In any case, your fate is in the hands of Mr. C.
Is something wrong?
Are you still there?
Oh, I'm here. And you better get here fast. This Capwell person from the DA's office came to my room. And if they get on to me, you're gonna have big trouble on your hands. So hurry.
Right, thank you. I'll take care of that on this end. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Who was that? David, who was that? Whoever it was that upset you, was that something about the trial? Because if it was, don't worry. Listen, I'm going to be able to prove that someone else may have had a motive to kill Madeline, and reasonable doubt is all we need.
I don't know if you're going to be able to prove anything. If you're having doubts about me yourself, be honest with me. Tell me truthfully. You really aren't all that certain about me, are you?
Why are you saying this to me now? Who just called?
It's just what I'm feeling.
Well, you're imagining it.
Listen, if you don't believe in me 100%, just tell me right now, okay, so I know what I have to do?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I'll walk out that door right now and you'll never see me again.
You can't leave now. That's a patent admission of guilt. I thought you and I were committed to proving your innocence.
Look, I'm not talking about leaving town, just releasing you from the case and getting out of your life.
Look, I don't know what's just happened here, but I thought we were committed to proving your innocence.
We were, but I'm telling you, if you even have a shadow of a doubt...
Will you stop saying that? I believe you. I believe you. I do.
All right, look, I know that you're attracted to me. Now, that's because you said so yourself. But what I need to know is if that attraction hasn't somehow blinded you to the overwhelming case against me. If you're not being hopeful and optimistic, because you can't come to grips with the reality of this situation.
David, listen to me. I know this isn't easy for you, but you have got to stop panicking. You want me to trust you, and I do. But you have to trust me, too. I know that the job is tough, but I'm going to be able to prove that you're innocent. I want to do that for you because I know that you are. And because I care about you.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare fig leaf, perchance, would you? No. Well, in that case, I'll just slip into something a bit more comfortable, like the darkest corner of this room over here. If you would just be good enough to turn around and head for the exit, I will make myself a little less conspicuous. Perhaps I'm deaf, but I didn't hear you close the door.
Would you look at this? Pearl, you have more books in this room than the entire Library of Congress.
Yes, about 15 less, actually. Listen, Courtney, if you're going to hang around, at least make yourself useful and hand me the robe over there.
I can't believe this. Pearl, some of these books are priceless. You have exquisite taste.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you very much. But have you forgotten the little boy in his birthday suit over here cowering in the corner?
No, not at all. You see, since you're trapped in that corner, you can't keep me from searching this room to my heart's content. And I don't think I'm ever going to get another chance to find out about your life as Michael Baldwin Bradford III.
Courtney, you are taking unfair advantage of this situation.
You bet I am.
At least think about Brandon. Cruz is right. How would Brandon feel if he knew that his father sent his mommy to jail?
How would he feel if he knew his mommy tried to kill his daddy twice?
That's exactly my point. That's why he shouldn't know anything about this.
Why are you even listening to her? Gina isn't even fit to say Brandon's name, let alone be his mother. Send her to jail.
Santana, please.
I want to see her punished.
Daddy, we understand your anger at Gina. Some of us even share it, but I think you should think about what happened here today. She saved my life. She saved Cruz's today.
Eden, not only did she try to murder me, she let me go on thinking that you were the one who tried to do it. She and Kirk put the burden of guilt on you. No, he's got to pay for it. And you stop the tears. Nobody's moved by it. Look at me. Look at me. You once accused me of playing God with your life. But now maybe you'll be glad that I am, because God would forgive you for what you've done to us. I can't.
I am not asking you for forgiveness. All I want is a little bit of mercy.
Well, we don't have any more to give. You understand that? So as far as I'm concerned, you are going to go to prison. And you're going to stay there. I guess you can take her back to Santa Barbara and you can lock her up as tight as you locked up Kirk, because she's no different than he is.
No, I'm nothing like Kirk. You can't treat me the same way you treat him. Can't let him do this to me. Isn't anybody here going to help me?
Gina, all I can tell you is without Mr. C's cooperation and testimony, there will be no case against you. So I advise you to concentrate on him.
Eden? Daddy, can I talk to you for a minute?
Eden, if it's one word about her, I don't want to hear it.
Please, I have some things I'd like to say. Please.
I don't understand you. How could you defend that woman after everything that she's done to me and my son?
Because she also saved my life. I was thinking about that, too.
I've never, ever liked Gina. And you know that. But I want you to think. I want you to think what would have happened if she hadn't come and kept me from Kirk.
Stop it. Stop it, because I don't want to think about it.
Can't you understand that I feel like I owe her something?
Is that all you have to say to me?
No. We know what she did. We know that. But she was frightened, and she was desperate. When she turned off your life support systems, you had threatened to take away everything from her. You threatened to take away her son, Daddy.
Eden, are you suggesting that it's my fault she tried to murder me?
No, but she was desperate. She was very desperate. Don't you realize that if you could feel this way about her, you've got to feel that way about me? What Gina did was wrong. But I did just as much. I came into your room, and I planned to let you die. If I hadn't been drugged, I would have disconnected your life support systems, Daddy.
Listen to me. It was for different reasons. It was for love. Because I was suffering. Because I asked you to.
The fact is, Daddy, it doesn't change the fact that I tried to do the same thing Gina did.
You're punishing yourself needlessly. What Gina tried to do was out of hate, was out of a desire for revenge. What you wanted to do was because you loved me.
Doesn't change the fact that it was wrong. And yes, it was out of love, Daddy. And I love you so much. But please, don't cooperate in this case against Gina. Please don't do it. I'm begging you. Let go. Let this end for once and for all. Please, for my sake.
Come on, Courtney, you can't hold me hostage here forever.
I'm not holding you hostage. Cezanne seems to be.
Oh, very funny. I'll tell you what. If you get out of here right now, I'll strike a bargain with you. I won't charge you with trespassing, illegal entry, and sexual harassment. Excuse me, but you mind telling me what your courtship is finding so amusing over there?
It's your high school yearbook.
Wait a minute, you put that back right now. Nobody sees my high school yearbook and lives to tell about it.
Careful, Pearl, you might lose your still life.
I am warning you, Courtney. Enough is enough. You're piling on too many last straws.
Oh, Pearl, you were so cute. Almost as cute as you are now. I don't see what you're so embarrassed about. And so you looked a little different then.
Well, so what? Everybody wore bow ties then. I mean, show me your class picture.
Well, nobody in my school was called Brainiac. Look at this. Latin club, French club, math club, debating club. My goodness, you must have been the most clubbed out student in entire prep school history.
Okay, that does it. I'm gonna hang this picture up and I'm throwing you right out of here. No response. Then in that case, I'm going to do a little native dance for you. Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba. La-la-ba-ba.
Well, I'm here, Mason. We can start now.
Do not with client, as they say. You were supposed to come fully equipped.
He'll be here in 5 minutes, just like he's supposed to. The same goes for Wednesday when the trial starts.
You sound almost as though you're looking forward to it.
Oh, I am. It'll be wonderful to see an innocent man set free.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're on the subject, how about engaging in a little pre-trial plea bargaining? You'll change your client's plea from not guilty to one of guilty as hell. I'll be happy to entertain your offer.
Seems to me like you don't have enough evidence to convict him. You're going to have to come up with some hard physical evidence to get a verdict of guilty, and I don't think you can find it.
Oh, not only can I find it, Julia, but I think I can convince the jury that David knew Madeline wasn't quite dead after he hit her with the hammer. That he simply left her there with the expectation that her life would drain out of her like sand through an hourglass.
Save your similes for the opening statement, why don't you, Mason?
He's guilty, Julia. You know it and I know it.
He's innocent, Mason.
He's charmed you. But deep down, you know he had it planned down to a gnat's ear. He hated her, he wanted her money, so he bashed her skull in with a hammer. An out-of-control beast who should be shot down. And I'm still willing to let him plead guilty to second-degree murder. It turns my stomach to have to say it. So you better snap it up and fast.
Come, sweetheart. Let's go home.
What about Gina? I don't want to leave here until we made a decision.
Cruz, am I correct? You need my testimony in order to jail this woman?
I think that's right, Mr. C.
Cece, you're not even considering letting her go, are you?
Santana, please.
I don't care. And I don't care how hard Eden begs. Gina doesn't deserve anyone's pity. Answer me, Cece.
Dad, if you want my opinion...
No, Ted, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't want anyone's opinion.
So what have you decided?
Consider yourself lucky, Gina. Because of Eden, I will not cooperate in any case against you.
I think you're doing your best to insult me, Mason. You obviously don't have a strong enough case, or you'd never be offering me a deal like that.
The deal came from the DA. I'm just the messenger.
And you know what they do to messengers with aggravating messages?
All right, Julia. If you want to draw a hard line, we can too, but you're not going to prove anything except that you made a second error in judgment. The first was taking David on as a client. Not exactly a wise return from an early retirement.
I wasn't retired.
Some people don't know when they're well off.
As far as I'm concerned, this meeting is over. We're asking for an acquittal, and we're going to get it.
Well, either you've been away from criminal law too long, or you don't really realize how much trouble your client is in. Unless that's sheer bravado. But, truth be known, I'm happy you've rejected our offer. I want to see him get the full penalty the law allows.
Oh, I bet you do.
I was wrong about you, Julia. I used to think you were a good attorney. Smart, tough. I was wrong. You're a disaster.
He's innocent.
He's late. Where is he?
We accept no deals.
Where is he, Julia? In L.A. by now? Maybe on his way to Brazil? Running away, Julia. He's played you for an idiot.
Oh, shut up, Mason. You're the one who's lost. Madeline was a Capwell, so just like your father, you have to go for the kill. You can't see reason, and you certainly can't feel compassion. You're just one of the rocks your father uses to stone his victims. Maybe someday, Mason, you won't let him rule your guts anymore. See you in court.
It'll be a pleasure.
Yes, I'd like David Lorenz's room, please. What? He checked out of his room? When?
This is the craziest thing I ever heard of, Dad. Just because Eden doesn't want to see Gina punished doesn't mean that...
You can't let her get away with this. Gina's a danger to everybody, especially to Brandon. Cece, for heaven's sake...
You can all stop shouting at me. I've made my decision and it's final.
You made a decision 15 minutes ago and you changed that one. Now, just change this one.
I did it for Eden, Dad.
Who cares what Eden wants? It is what's right that matters, and Gina can't get away with what she's done and what she's tried to do. Does this actually mean I'm going to be able to go free?
Except that you will be expected back in Santa Barbara tomorrow morning to make an official statement at headquarters.
Believe me, Cruz, I'll be there. Don't you know what kind of evil you've let loose on the world?
Gina, I've been merciful with you. But I got some things to tell you before you go anywhere.
Anything you want.
Don't give me that chastened, penitent baloney of yours. I know you too well. You're not fit to walk free. Maybe one of these days you'll look upon prison as a holiday when you wake up and find out what your life is going to be from now on.
Why? What more can you do to me? You can't make me suffer any more than I already have.
From now on, you're dead. For any of us, you're dead. You will never, ever get custody of Brandon. You will never, ever have the things that you're willing to do, to kill for. From now on, you'll be on the outside looking in, and I wish you the longest, hardest life possible. And whenever I get the chance, I will make your existence hell, and that still isn't enough punishment for you. Let's go home, Eden.
Eden, can I talk to you for a minute?
Didn't you hear what I just said?
Daddy, I just want a second, please. Would you wait for me?
Last time, Gina. From now on, you stay clear of all of us.
What is it, Gina?
I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me. I mean, if it weren't for you...
It's all right. If it weren't for you, just call it even, okay?
I feel so indebted to you. And if there's anything I can ever do for you or for Kelly, I'll be there. I'll do it.
I don't understand. Why did you mention Kelly?
It was nothing. I just mean, if there ever is anything.
All right. Thank you.
I mean, it's all right for me to leave now?
Yeah.
Pearl, this joke has gone far enough. You can get dressed now.
Dressed? Are you kidding me? I'm about ready to perform the last act of the dance of the 7 Cezannes. Yes. You can feel it now, can't you, baby? We're reaching the finale, the real nitty-gritty. Normally, I use a blue light for this section, but times, they are a little bit tough.
Pearl, the joke has gone far enough.
Maybe for you, but not for me. You said you wanted to discover the real me, huh? Well, this is it, baby. This is me. And there's a lot more from where this came from. Yeah.
I brought you something to eat.
Well, thank you. That was nice of you.
Well, I couldn't let you go hungry even if I am upset with you.
I wish you wouldn't be.
Cece goes along with whatever Eden says, doesn't he?
Yes, it seems like it sometimes. I did expect Gina would be punished.
Yes, but I didn't hear you say that in front of Eden and Cece. You defended her. The man I fell in love with wouldn't be happy with what he did today. You've changed a great deal, Cruz. And I think Eden is the cause of it.
Maybe I have changed, but I have always been capable of mercy, especially towards someone who saved my life. Now, why don't we drop this and enjoy our food, okay?
The only reason Eden could have for helping Gina is that she thinks that it's in her own best interest to keep Gina around. Well, I guess that makes sense.
You're really obsessed with this, aren't you?
I'm frightened.
Well, what are you thinking about? I mean, what does Gina sticking around have to do with Eden's best interest?
I don't know. Gina wants Brandon, and Eden wants you. Now they're buddies. Maybe they'll start working together. I don't know.
I don't believe this. Will you listen to me? What do I have to do to get it through your head that I intend to honor my marriage vows?
I don't question that. You're an honorable man, but the trouble is you don't love me. We both know that.
Santana, please don't do this.
All right. I have to go.
No, wait a second. Let's just sit down here and eat together, shall we?
It's for you. I don't feel like...
What are
like
you talking
eating.
about? Listen to me. This has been a terrible day. That's a given. But there is no reason to have second thoughts about our marriage.
You are kind, you're attentive, and you're thoughtful. But there's something missing. You know what I'm talking
Do you
about.
have any idea how bad it makes me feel when you say stuff like that?
It's just so painful sometimes.
I have gone out of my way to make sure you had no reason to feel insecure.
Oh, I'm a hopeless case now, aren't I? I love you, Cruz, but it's a one-way street. I have no illusions about that. And I know that someday we're going to come to the end of it, that's all. I'll see you at home.
I think I ought to go up and see Eden.
No, don't do that. I wanted to rest. I don't want to disturb. Instead, you can come into the study with me. We can talk about Kirk. How to get him disentangled from the family and from the business legally.
First of all, you're going to have to make some kind of official announcement. You put him on a lot of letterheads, you know?
I realize that, Mason. I'll take him off the letterhead.
Make sure you realize whose idea it was.
Are you surprised to see me?
No, not surprised at all. I've been waiting for you.
You trying to hold me at bay or something?
Yes.
Why? I'm dressed now.
Yeah, well, I don't even trust you when you are dressed.
Hey, you want a man you can trust? I know an old guy who lives up in the hills.
Well, I think that I better be going now.
You want to leave? You're gonna have to make a dash for the closet.
Pearl, you're not mad at me for finding out all this about you, are you?
Oh, no.
No.
I'm a real believer in forgive and forget.
Word of honor?
Cross my heart. Hope to die. Let's be friends. Yes.
Hey, what's the matter?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you said you came to find the real me. Is this what you meant?
Well, maybe. Maybe it's what I thought it would be like all along, but I don't know. Why don't we find out about that later?
Listen to me, Gordon. Please listen. When you lost Madeline, you lost practically your entire world. Now, me of all people, I know what it's like to be alone, and I really don't want to take advantage of you, okay?
I don't think you are.
No. I feel like I am. I think that you need somebody right now, but maybe who you need is not me.
Pearl, if you're trying...
No. Shh. It's still my turn, okay? I don't know how to put this. I don't want to speak unkindly to you, but perhaps you don't know how goofed up you are from losing your sister.
Well, I've never felt so awful in my life.
I can see that.
Pearl, I like you. And who knows, maybe you're right, but it feels nice being here like this.
Tell me about it.
You know, if you're worried that I'm going to tell people about your real life, I promise I won't. And I'm sorry that I busted in here like I did. Will you forgive me?
On one condition.
What's that?
That before we go back to work on Lionel Lockridge's appointment book, you give me one more kiss for inspiration.
Well, will it be like kissing Sherlock Holmes?
Indubitably, my dear Watson. Elemental, man. Elemental.
Come on, we better get back to work, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have violated my trust in you. If I hadn't found you, you would have guaranteed yourself a guilty verdict. Do you have some latent death wish that you haven't told me about?
Look, if you just
I couldn't believe when the hotel clerk told me that you had moved. I thought I'd have a heart attack.
I had good reason.
Let's hear it.
All right, fine. Everyone in that hotel knew who I was, and they stared at me. I didn't have a minute's privacy going in or out of that place. Besides that, I was just about to call you and tell you I moved.
Oh, I'll bet.
Well, how did you find me anyway?
Sheer luck. The hotel clerk at the Capitol Hotel had overheard you talking to your service in Boston that you had changed hotels.
Well, doesn't that say something to you? Look, someone who's jumping bail doesn't do that, do they?
Why didn't you show up for your meeting with Mason?
I didn't think it was anything you couldn't handle. What did he want anyway?
Just to offer you a plea bargain. Don't worry, I turned it down. I wasn't angry at you then.
Well, at least you cared enough to come after me. You know, maybe that means that your feelings for me aren't so different as mine are for you.
Don't bet on it.
Look, I wasn't running away.
Why didn't you tell me you were moving?
Because I needed some time alone. I wanted to think about my feelings for you. They scare me a little, you know?
Yeah, I know. They scare me too. I mean, my instincts are telling me right now to run right out of this hotel room.
I need you.
No, please don't do that to me now.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I want to go home.
Why?
Because I don't trust you.
Because of Madeline. I can't blame you for that.
I know there were things going on with you and Madeline that you never told me about. How can you expect me to trust you when you haven't trusted me at all?
You're right. I haven't told you the whole truth. But I'm going to now. I've waited too long as it is. Haley!
Are you all right? I was a little worried about you today.
You don't have to be.
Oh, no, yes, I do. I know you certainly fond of Gina once. But I think after today, we all saw Gina for exactly what she is. Haley, she's worse than Kirk. I mean, she's a lying, cold-blooded killer. She tried to kill my dad twice. So I don't want you to waste any tears on Gina.
But Dad...
Yeah, I know. She saved some lives, but come on. No, Haley, what? Well, come on, what is wrong?
You don't understand.
What? Haley, what don't I understand?
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to thank you for everything.
You should thank Gina, but I guess your father already did that for us.
Yeah. But it was you. I didn't get a chance to say anything in front of Daddy and the others, but you risked a lot for me.
Not even. Kirk should have been stopped a long time ago.
I don't think I'll ever be able to pay you back. But I want to thank you. Thank you for saving my life.
I didn't tell you before because of all your doubts. But the truth is, my life with Madeline was a mistake from the beginning. We were just so wrong for each other. I wanted it to work. I tried to make it work. I kept thinking that that it'd get better. I kept holding on to what I felt for her. They were very important feelings for me. It was the first person I ever really loved. It wasn't until I met you that I even thought that... I want you to know something. Right now, I wish I'd never even met Madeline. Or at least that I'd met you first. My life would have been so completely different. Julia, I want you to stay with me tonight. More than anything, I want you to be with me.
No.
I love you. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of.
There is with me, you see, because I've been alone for such a long time. I have everything in control. I have everything in order, just the way that I want it.
But haven't you been lonely?
Yes. But I gotta talk myself out of it. I find substitutes.
What do you substitute for love?
Law books.
And you want to go back to that?
I don't think I can go back, even if I want to now. Promise me that there won't be any more episodes like today. We have to trust each other completely now. Now, just promise me.
I promise. Will you stay with me tonight?
Darling, don't start crying. You're safe, man.
I know. It's all over. The case is closed. My marriage is over. Kirk's out of my life. So are you. It's all over. There's no reason for us to be together anymore.
I wish I could say otherwise.
I can't tell you how many times I wish I was free. And now that I am, you're not. You're married. Kind of funny when you think about it, isn't it?
I would do anything if I could change that,
But you can't.
but I can't. Santana was just by here a little while ago. She brought this food, and she was terrified that she's going to lose me now because Kirk is being sent away.
I guess it must be kind of great to be on the top of everybody's most wanted list.
I fail to see the humor in it.
I'm sorry.
I could never hurt her that badly, you know that.
Of course you can't. But why? When people have hurt us so much.
Because that's not what you and me are about, Eden. For which I'm very glad.
So am I. No. I'm lying. I'm not glad. I know we can't change the way we are. But I would give anything in the world to have us be the way we used to.
Our relationship wouldn't be worth a thing if we had to rebuild it by destroying other people's lives.
You know, you don't have to say these things. I know we can't be together. But that will never stop me from wanting it. it will never stop me from wanting you.
Well, I hope someday it will stop you from talking about it. Because it only makes it harder.
You know, that makes me happy. I want it to be as difficult as it can be for you. I want you to suffer as much as I've been suffering every day that we're not together.
Do you really?
Yeah. I know that's a terrible thing to say. But I hurt inside so much. Whenever I think about what's happened to us.
Eden, I have prayed and I have cursed. I keep hoping things will get better. Every day I hoped I'll stop caring, or I'll care a little bit less even. But I don't. Every single thing I do reminds me of you. Everywhere I go, I find something that makes me think about you. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined a love like what I feel for you. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. And it's the worst. Because it can never be.